before Amorim was hired, when it looked like he was going to be the man, me and Dotun, we were on Radio 5 of a Monday night, as we are, and we had a correspondent there, Paul Serres, explaining exactly why United shouldn't appoint him and exactly why Amorim shouldn't take the job. And you have to wonder if he's a City fan, if he can see it, how on earth of the highly paid Manchester United hierarchy got these decisions so catastrophically wrong? And that back three, I think it's a strange system anyway. It's not the easiest of systems to get right, but it looks absolutely all over the place. So how are they getting things so disastrously wrong?
And furthermore, Tim, he appears dogmatically wedded to it.
Yes.
So I'm not going to change. Hang on a minute, mate. It's not working. Of course you want to change. No, I'm not going to change. Mm-hmm. Come hell or high water, I'm not going to change. It's my way or the highway. The problem is, Ruben, the longer you don't change, it's going to be the highway. You're going to be out because this level of failure cannot be sustained. And now, interestingly, the match-going Man United fan has been keen to support him because he's a nice bloke, he's charismatic, he does great press conferences. Everybody likes him. But I tell you where he's really, really got himself into difficulty. It's not just this issue around the tactics. It's the fact that he's not playing Kobbie Mainoo. And that has really riled a lot of the match-going Manchester United fans because they can't understand it. Why on earth are you not playing Kobbie Mainoo? Why on earth is this system that you are so wedded to not able to accommodate the best player you've got apart from Bruno? And he says, Kobbie Mainoo, I like him, but he's not got enough pace to go in. Do you know who else didn't have a lot of pace, Ruben? Paul Scholes. And for me, Kobbie Mainoo is the best thing United have had since Scholes retired 15 years ago. He's the closest thing they've got. And it just seems really odd that he's got this blind spot about a player so good. And he came on for 10 minutes on Sunday, and admittedly he came on against a tiring team. And you saw why he should be playing, his ability in tight spaces, his ability to pick a pass. Unfortunately, he did a lovely dribble, picked an absolutely beautiful pass out to the wing where Patrick Dorgu couldn't cross past the first defender. But that's another story, isn't it? It's not working as a system. It ain't working.
We're back to the system then, aren't we? Because, and this is one of the problems with the back three. You can only pick 11. You can only start with 11. I know United would like to throw a few more on from time to time and hope the referee doesn't notice, but you can only start with 11. And if you're going to choose the third defender, something's got to give. And so the two in midfield, and it doesn't suit Bruno, and he can't find a place for Kobbie Mainoo. So the system is obviously failing the most talented players that he's got. But it's the only way he knows how to play. And so we come back to,
yes,
well, this was an absolutely disastrous decision to appoint a coach who has one way of playing and it doesn't fit the talent that United have. It just seems all amateur hour to me. I love United. I think United are a national treasure. And to see them like this, as they've been over the last few years, I find it heartbreaking that they can be so appalling.
Interestingly, The Athletic were reporting that Jason Wilcox was saying that he had doubts about Amorim's tactical ability from the start. I mean, this is why Dan Ashworth was got rid of. Dan Ashworth, who was brought in after a lot of money spent to get him as director of football from Newcastle. He's there 6 months, during which he says, don't touch Amorim with a barge pole, and they get rid of him. It beggars belief. The thing is, whatever your system, and I think you were talking about Ange beforehand, and I think it's a similar argument about Ange. You're up against the most sophisticated, tactically astute managers in world football every week. They know how to beat you. You're not changing, you're not making any changes, and they know exactly how to do it. The players know how to do it. After United drew at Fulham, Alex Iwobi was saying, well, you know how to beat United. You just overload them in midfield, put the ball in between the midfield and the back three, and you're in. It just seems bizarre. And I think there's one way, I'd argue there's one way that system might possibly work at United, and that's if he's got Martinez, the Argentinian centre-back, in there as one of the three, because he's someone who can progress the ball and get into midfield when you're being overloaded and help. And if Cunha was up front as well and dropping back, it would work. If you've got neither of them playing, then don't use that system. It seems to be quite obvious. But, I'm not in charge of Man United. Very, very weird. The other thing I'd say, Tim, that makes me worry about the executives in charge of United and their transfer thing is on Sunday, Donnarumma was playing for City, and he did two things that no Manchester United goalkeeper's done since probably since Edwin van der Sar was there, which is he punched corners clear, a long way clear, and he made fantastic diving saves. The one from Brian was an amazing save. Now, Manchester United inquired about Donnarumma in June, and PSG said, yep, he's not going to be staying here. We don't want him. You can come to your own arrangement with him. And United decided that actually they were going to go for Lemons, the guy from Royal Antwerp, because they wanted to look to the future. Lemons is only 3 years younger than Donnarumma. Donnarumma's already won the European Championship and the Champions League and could be your keeper for the next 10 years. What are you talking about? You're looking for the future. There was the best man. Go for him. One of the things you said was what's changed. I think Fergie, and obviously, my romantic attachment to Fergie is clear and obvious. I think Fergie, in his pomp, say he was in his pomp now, he would have said, right, I want Donnarumma and that's it. He would have gone for the best keeper. If he'd had goalkeeper problems, get the best guy available. And he is available, get him in.